we prepare an army of our own. The Steel Watch will be mobilized. Next, we identify all enemies within our walls and within our ranks. They will be imprisoned until they prove loyal.
Enemies within? What do you mean?
Traitor! Any best
Not everyone subscribes to what... Tempers are rising. It's clear not every...
What happens next is out of our hands.
No distractions, please.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Poor thing. He's had a tough go, and you don't know the half of it.
You see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it. Raven Guard's good as dead. And to think there's no way to save him. Or is there? I know enough. Let's talk to Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it.
Will ought to know what happened with Mizora. Whatever she has in store for him can't be good.
Admitted to the city
must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment. Move along. I've got...
Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette? I don't know how. I'm only 6.
Baldur's Gate. You know, I never quite believed I'd actually make it back. It's so strange. I don't remember much of it, yet I can't help feel like I know it. It feels like home. I suppose it is. I may have to rely on your local knowledge to plug the gaps in my own mind. Hopefully, of course. Nervous, perhaps? When we entered Worm's Crossing, it felt like it might be fine.
What's on your mind?
No notes. Even if I could have made it this far without you,
Do you want a paper?
I just don't want to lose a
Not like we can even turn around and be absolute sender
You really won't feel it.
Not a thing. Don't hold back.
Brace yourself.
The Unsung Tavern. I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to you. The cellars are just down the stairs. There, you'll find my old lodgings.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Time to strike. On the move. To move. Always this same old song.
Blood comes easy these days.
I am fury. I am death.
On the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
It's curious.
Vlakith's forces are near.
Yankee. What are they doing here? Get rid of them.
We will be ready. In the meantime, tear every brick out if you have to. If it doesn't come, we must find evidence of its whereabouts.
Lae'zel, glad you could join us. The Kithraki have spread word of that artifact that you carry. Tell me, Lae'zel of Kalir, what reward do you think the Astral Prism will fetch once I pluck it from your corpse and present it to Vlakith? What honors, what riches will the Undying Queen grant me when I hand her the failed prince?
Stand down. I protect the prism on our queen's behalf.
The Undying Queen cares not for who delivers her the prism and the traitor prince within. All that matters is that it is delivered. The false heir's head will make a fine trophy for Vlakith. As for you, I will leave nothing behind but meat and shattered bone. Damnable whelp. For 1,000 years I have given my life to Vlakith. I will deliver to her the Tamar Zala
Survival is all that matters. With haste.
Quickly.
time to waste.
Push my luck again. Another step forward.
On my way.
anyone's game. Victory awaits. My path be true.
Go from here. One day I'll catch a break.
Need to stay focused. Heading there.
They tracked the artifact all this way. You handled them well.
I can keep going a little longer now.
Such authority.
Never a dull moment.
That might be worth a look. What's that?
I brought my own paring knife.
Gods, this is the first time in 200 years I've seen these streets in the sunlight. You can forget just how much color there is in the world. Yes, of course. Obviously. Sorry, did you want something? I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with glee. Even with my newfound advantages, he's still an incredibly powerful vampire. But he's arrogant, too. If he does hear I'm back, he'll try to take me and expose himself in the process. Then I'll be able to strike. Neither will I, darling. At least But regardless, the plan is simple. Find him, stop him from... And if I can seize that almighty power for myself, well, all the better. Well, obviously I would, but you have so many followers already. Well, in that case, I'm all yours.
Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Your tadpole quivers, revealing your discussion with Ms.
Shit. Father's been taken, and Mazora started to scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? A little too eager for my liking. Well, we'll have answers soon enough. Let's talk to Mazora. Until then, may my father keep safe. Whatever.
I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or chestnut. The second time, even with a stroke.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. To exert control, these murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
So Baal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good.
Shape-shifting monstrosities of unknown origin. Doppelgangers are unnatural predators. Their latent empathic abilities helping them to know, imitate, and eventually replace their prey.
Exactly. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Balspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that.
This is the city proper, is it? I didn't expect it to be so outrageously ordinary. An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of and yet, keep it and don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman proud.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
Holy hells.
Fina, Cirrus, arbiters for the hells, exemplars of justice.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters.
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Still feel the Shadowfell all over me. Still hear her words in my ear. I feel unclean. You've nothing to be sorry for. Far from it, in fact. Without your help, things could have ended very differently for me. I have an idea. Something I've wanted to do for a while. Something that might help me put her in the past. But I'll need your help. Wait until the others are asleep. Then come with me. There's a place we can go. Down the coast a little.
Gods. I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtain the final 2 Netherstones and take back our minds. And the city from the brain.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. I beg your forgiveness for such undue impertinence. From now on, I promise him the same measure of respect he's shown his father. Oh, I almost forgot. Will sold his father's life for his freedom. My mistake. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Ugh, you are an inquisitive one.
I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to... My mistress can be so... capricious. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all.
I did not know Duke Ravengard that well. But I am sure he would not want his son to become slave to Zariel for his sake. I am sure Will knows that. But we would do well to remind him when his days grow dark. Hope. The very hook from which these devils try to hang us. I have no answers. For you or for Will. But if Mizora means to linger with us, I mean to find out if devils do indeed sleep. And just how heavily. Ask it. It was Baal alone with... There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened... I've passed enough years that counting them is a waste of what remains. Which is to say, yes, I am that old.
I can't believe Will's given up his soul to Zariel. For a father he fell out with ages ago. There's such a thing as being too good. Someone ought to tell Will Ravengard.
Soldier. Copper for your thoughts.
You really did it, huh? Not worried about adding more illithid into the mix? Well, what can I say? You look fine, smell fine, seem fine. And yet, you're more mind flayer than ever. Hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this. Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet. Good. And you know, keep an eye on yourself. If you
Hey, soldier.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Will gave up his father to have freedom. An understandable decision. Sacrifices must be made after all. Especially if the old Duke's fall means his rise.
Time and again, Will's plight reinforces my decision not to pursue the path of a warlock. It's one thing to make such a sacrifice in the pursuit of such a pack, but to do so in order to escape one. Truly, it leaves you with nothing.
This will do. Take off your clothes. I don't doubt you in the slightest. Come on then. We've already come this far. Fine. Well, don't just stand there. Turn around. You haven't even attempted to peek. I'm a little offended. You're lucky I didn't have anything more dangerous to throw than undergarments. What? Don't just stare. I know. Your turn. No. I don't know if I can do this, now that I'm here. All right, just stay close. Oh, hells, that's cold. Come here. Thank you. I needed that. I needed to know I can face things without Shah. I don't want to go back. Not just yet. Just a pebble. Now don't you dare stop. Something the matter? I should hope not, after the time we spent together. My spirits are thoroughly lifted. Oh? Not feeling any regrets, I hope? Trust me, I'll be an eager pupil. If I have a thorough teacher. Though I'm still finding sand in my hair. I wonder what the others will think of that. But of course they will. I hope we'll have more opportunities to slip away. And make sandcastles.
The devil Mizora has made herself quite at home. Do make her feel as
Copper for your thoughts.
Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll find some of my things still intact. Perhaps even useful. My own sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. It's yours, if you want it. Keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of sentimentality.
Something over there.
So brief, so simple, and yet full. An old container for brains. Empty. Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain it now.
All right, what now?
There is work to do.
assume nothing.
Can't give up now. Keep a blade close. All's well that ends. Not
not as bad as it could have.
No, you can't be here. It's not safe. She has my scent. Run. Do not stop until you feel sunlight and fresh air. Orin, she managed to seize me from our very own camp. She tormented me with blades and hot irons. I resisted. But then she forced me to drink a foul brew. The rabid, cursed blood of all manner of beasts. I lost control. I felt the bear take over, blood crazed. And she forced me into a cage, along with children taken from the streets. I was powerless to stop myself. Their screams, her laughter, it's all I can hear. I do not deserve to see the sun again. She's too strong. You have to turn around. Go. Let me buy you some time. She's coming for you. You face her already.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy? Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet. Nothing. No, not a thing. Still gasping and gagging on the foul airs of Baal's temple. I will not slice. His kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. Something new, sticky, sweet, and delicious. He wants you. The Murder Lord does not need permission to kill. You are dull. A blunt blade unfit to flay. But you could be sharpened, thin and jagged. Yes, I will tell you what to do. No, no, not here, not now. The tyrant must fall first.
You've heard Gortash's whispers. I see how your skull swarms with his promises. He whinges and wails over the crown of Karsus, wanting to command it without me. Oh, how I long to slit his poxy smile from ear to ear. But I can't touch him. He bound my blade when we first conspired. Gortash didn't want me at first. Didn't trust me. Got me to wag my tongue, swear an oath, never to hang him from the hooks. Drip-drain him into father's open jaws. You must kill the tyrant. Take the netherstone from his corpse and bring it to my temple.
There we slice and shred each other. The survivor claims the stones. What's left of the other is Baal's. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
Orin demands a fight to the death. The prize for the victor, the Netherstones, and the chance to control the crown alone. Accept, and you must kill Gortash. Refuse, and your companion's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
The promise of slaughter, of pain and humiliation, and the sound of blood dropping into the gutter. Do not underestimate his steel watch. Seek their cradle in the lower city and skewer their skull meat. Make them rust and blood. Then you can gore the lordling again and again and again. But listen close, bone killer. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can you and I make exquisite butchery. The victor will set the world to slaughter. That is Baal's offer. He will not make another.
I don't know how exactly Orin managed to spirit away someone as big as Halsin, but we have to get him back. Either via a rescue, or Gortash's death.
Orin thinks Halsin's abduction is an ultimatum to kill Gortash. Foolish woman. As if I needed more reason than I already had.
So, we kill Gortash, or Halsin dies. It is not an easy call. On the one hand, killing Gortash would be fun. On the other, Halsin can be very annoying. We probably should save the druid, though. He does have his uses.
best chef in the city. If the others all leave or die.
Never goes off.
Oh, the little loves.
Yours, love.
Oh, you are a sweetheart. Thank you from both of us.
Right here in the elf song. Slice clean through still
God's damned hypocrites! The Blade of Frontiers, all pomp and empty oaths. The Sword Coast's most dashing fraud. You are either a fool for trusting him, or a wretch for conspiring with him. Doesn't matter which. Lady Mizora told me everything. How Will slaughtered his own father. How he craves his power. How he means to make the city bow to him and him alone. This city holds no place for you, or for Raven Guard's treacherous spawn. Yet I came through. I did what was right. You butchered Alder like the devils you are.
You remember the stories of Elturel's fall. The city was dragged into the hells at Zariel's behest, and Ravengard along with it.
At ease. By the living gods, I believe you. What darkness has fallen upon us? There's something you must know. I should have told Will sooner, but I'd hoped somehow Ravengard would return to us. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult were successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. Before the Absolutists subducted him, he told me that should he fall, I should seek Will out and give him a message. Will was schooled in the ways of the great champions. He is to use those lessons to wake the worm sleeping beneath Baldur's Gate. The worm is oath-bound to answer the call and come to the city's aid. A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Balduran he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened. But just the once. The city has faced countless threats. But Ravengard knew it could not survive the absolute slaughter. With him gone and the city near ruin, the worm's awakening now falls to you and Will. The Duke gave me this. The legend of Ansur, an ancient epic, ill-remembered, dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you, or do not, and see Baldur's Gate burn to ash. Thank you. In darkness, I see your light. I should go. I know of still others that might help us when the battle horns call. Unleash the worm. Let its tempest swallow the Absolute and its allies. And may they be driven forever from the coast.
Good. I was just starting to miss the sound.
What can I do for you, my friend?
What do you do about it?
Loads of opinions.
All the lies they're publishing, I mean.
I was
Not
joking.
a lot. Unless you want to set fire to the Baldur's Mount Gazette headquarters.
For a moment there, I thought you actually found
Still right here, you know.
We do know, thank you. We just don't care.
Why, yes, Edvard.
I don't think that would achieve
Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Gortash's campaign. For several reasons.
Strongly worded letter would be a good place to start.
If by strongly worded letter you mean a brick through a window, then
I'm just not one for violence, you see.
you better start acquiring a taste for it. It's only going to get worse from here on out.
I wonder why we're even friends.
You see the latest issue of the Baldur's Mouth Gazette? Streets are safer than they've ever been, apparently. Not a word on all the thefts and murders happening right on our doorsteps.
Nowhere's safe anymore. No matter how many steel watchers Lord Gortash tries to jam down our throats.
If you ask me, I don't think Gortash even deserves to be called a lord.
That's enough of that. Lord Gortash has everything under control. We don't need agitators like you ruining morale.
What are you gonna do? Arrest us?
That's what it takes to keep the peace?
If you say so.
You really are that...
Why don't we just retrace our steps?
Great idea. Do you remember which way we came?
Hey, shh. All right, look at me.
This process quicker.
Let alone Founder's Forks gutted. Didn't see it happen, though, thank the gods.
Steady.
What's next, I wonder?
In this village, I'm going to be picking my teeth out of the roof.
Why won't we get off?
As an apprentice when you need me.
Don't. Can't get involved with this.
The corpse does not respond.
I've got a long road ahead.
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Need something for defense? Or maybe offense? Either way, I've got what you need. My weapons won't be beat.
How delicious.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Looking ahead.
You in need of protection, friend? Don't be shy. This armor can't keep you alive if it's sitting here with me. Truth be told, I wear chainmail.
Assume nothing.
Let's get on with it.
What a day.
Despite everything.
my face.
Let me back in, or bring Leroican out here, you tin tube.
You tell Leroican I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it. Leroican, the wizard who set out the contract, he owns this place. And his little page boy inside knows how to... Leroican said it'd be easy money. A smash and grab. Get in, get the night song, go. Turns out his little relic was in a temple of Shah, beneath an army of goblins. Would never have taken my people in if I'd known. I can't bring them back. But I can make Leroican cough up. Especially if you found the relic. You in city's got a danger. Easier to don some armor than learn to swing a sword. If you can manage the extra weight, that is. The way... You're gonna face me like a man, or hide away like a child? What? You tell the rower... Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please. Anathema. Hells. If I'd known, I'd have asked for more gold. Kidnapping. Don't forget, I'm the one who gave you that contract. I want my cut. Immortal, eh? Interesting. Won't be easy getting her back to the wizard. But if you don't do it, someone else will. Hope you hit her well, mate. Shit, it's you. You went looking for the night song after me. Please tell me you found it. Hope you lost fewer people along the way than I did. Bloody goblins. Loroakan should have warned us. Sod it. Enough. Loroakan and his precious night song just about ruined my life. If you value your...
This armor is a construct animated by powerful magic. It has no soul or power of speech, but it follows the directives of its master. It feels no pain and knows no morality. It will act on behalf of its master and perish when the magic that binds it is severed.
That's why we need the ointment.
Welcome, dear patron, to Sorceress Sundries. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Loroakan, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the night song, say night song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other. What will it be? Welcome back to Sorceress Sundry. The provision of information that leads to the retrieval of the Night Song is worth a great deal to Master Loroakan. Do you have information regarding the Night Song? Please proceed upstairs for further instructions. Thank you. Please come again soon and have a... Welcome, dear patron, to the floor at the top of the stairs. If you have information about the Night Song, great riches await. If you are here to waste the great wizard Loroakan's time, reconsider. Let your knowledge determine your path forward. Welcome back. Let your knowledge...